Omega. Omega. Double Omegas. The bootjack. Nice brass one. What can I tap on it with? Yeah. But, yeah. See, these two Omegas. The treasure is right at your feet. It's in your mind. It's in your imagination. It's in my imagination. It's a dream. It's a memory. The book is a memoir. It's a memory. These are memories. You know, and you gotta, the thrill of the chase, you're looking for memories. See? Yes. So, maybe that's you never, you know, because he twists things around so much that could be what it means. You're looking for his memories that are out there in the forest. Actually, Mr. Brown, he owns Bootjack Ranch. That's a Bootjack, and those are two Omegas. Omega, Omega. So, that's a pretty Bootjack. You can't find one like that. That's probably the only one. It's, I think, the number on it that tells you how many were, maybe how many were made. I don't know. It looks like it has a 4-digit number on there, so maybe that's, they only made where 4 digits will cover 1,000, 10,000. No, but I haven't seen any others like this one. What you do is you put the heel of your boot in there and you step on it with your other foot and you pull your boot off with that. It's called the bootjack. You got some of the beetle bootjack. You see it'll tilt that up or that up. Anytime I want to do something, he says, "Oh, I need attention." What do you need, Jack? Huh? What do you need? The elephant off. He's taking over. Yeah. He just wanted to be part of the show, too. What do you want? Oh. Yeah. Oh. I want to boot Jack out the door. Yeah. Hang on, I'm going to let him out. We got rain. We got rain and wind, and it's not going to get freezing for a few days. There's a tropical storm coming through here. I went for a ride today and came pretty close to the okay, this is getting too much for the mask. But because it's Monday, you gotta do the Monday Mammoth, you know. So that's why I did the mask thing. Start off. Now we'll go back to just me. But I was trying to find something, you know, relevant to the chase besides playing around with the elephant mask. In the book, in the back end of Once Upon a While, he talks about his art, and then the last, then there's the, you know, hey, this thing, you know, my says his granddaughter gets it. Not that, I don't know who gets that one, huh? Is that one even his? But there's one by the fireplace his granddaughter gets after after him and Peggy are gone. And he talks, him and Michael Douglas, didn't he make a delivery to him or something? Boy, that mask really raffled up my beard, huh? But then he gets it to my Candy Ann. My Candy Ann. Candy Ann was the helicopter that picked him up. He picked this up on the beach. And what is it? Well, it looks like a man, but really it's just wood. It's if that's not pareidolia-ish, you know, a little bit. It depends on how far you take it, right? Well, no, he wouldn't. He won't admit to it either. He won't admit to seeing the odd shapes, but he has them in the book. He has that. And then Suzanne Summers. Partying with Suzanne Summers. And here's his little guy with the belt buckle and all that dancing under the stars, right? But you know what? On the front of the book, he's got the line comes down here. Catch a star. I caught one. This is a meteorite. I'm trying to get between my fingers. Meteorite I found. And so I caught a falling star, and I'm making a wish that it turns into the treasure, right? So, it goes on to Suzanne Summers. The last couple pages are what I'm trying to get to here. And there's the car that'll be at the Denver Museum. This is the 35 Plymouth Tudor you're looking for at the Denver Museum. That's the car, and the treasure's in the chest of the 35 Tudor with his memory. It's one of his memories. His book is a memoir. A third memoir. Memories. You're looking for his memories. It says Chase all about is that Chase is all about his memories. You're looking for the representation of his memories in nature. And then this one I found interesting. That no place for the meek is the shadow of the wolf. But look at this field of all these leaves. And look at that one little, there's one little stub there. I found one over on the edge of the thing, but there's only one out here in the middle. One little stub, one little, it's like the box sitting there in all those leaves. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I found that. And that's a neat meteor. It's a translucent light goes through it in parts. So it's got crystals in it. It's a crystal meteorite. That's got to be worth more than the standard iron one. So anyhow, you know, there's the wolf, no place for the meek. Wolf Creek Pass. Wolf Creek is no place for the meek. That's the no paddle up Wolf Creek. It's like this. But and then there's this thing on the back. The last page is like, what the heck is that thing? What is that? There's other figures on top of in that figure, and there's figures in the base of it. It's some type of art piece, but there's all kinds of art hidden in it. It's just like if I found it. It's you got to marvel gaze. You got to stare at it a while, figure out what it is, you know. And I also noticed if you get to the back, there's there's no spare extra page, you know, to separate the back cover from the last printed page. Most books you got a blank page in there to separate. There was none, and there's a reason for that. It would be too many pages. Right, Forrest? and look, and then there's him and his partner in crime. This is the guy that's in cahoots with him for the treasure. You know, Doug knows something more than he'll tell you. Yeah, more than either of them will tell you. But yeah. And the two people, maybe he didn't tell Doug exactly where it is. I don't know. I think it's in a vault somewhere. That's why you leave your friend in the car, because you're going into the bank to get it out of the vault. And it's some bank, or it's not a bank. It's probably in the basement of the Denver Museum. Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to fight a little headache going on, and one of those that can turn really bad. Took some Tylenol and had something to eat. And, I don't have the updated book. This is from the signing. It's the standard signing that I didn't get. You know, it's like I wanted one. I'd like to buy them unsigned and hand it to him and have him sign it right there in front of me, instead of having them all pre-signed. I'd rather have one personalized than one of the generic signed. But that's how they did it. That's how you got in there and got to see him that day. I just don't know the serious purpose of updating a book except to change incorrect content. Or to hide correct content, to hide some secrets or something. So Omegas. This is 2 Omegas. That's the bootjack. Omega. You see, it looks like a horned devil or something too, you know. His legs, his horns. I'm liking horseshoes for Omegas. Now, the elephants, the Omegas are actually elephants. The bootjack's a little stretch. Bootjack is Brown's place. The home of Brown is Bootjack. That's where it's got. But there are double Omegas at both ends. There's the Bootjack at one end, and there's the elephants and mammoths at the other end, are the Omegas. Forrest knows what I'm talking about. He won't admit it, but yeah, right. Yeah. Bootjack Ranch. That's what that. But try and find it. Look up. Go buy yourself a Bootjack or look them up. You might see this one, but it's gone. It's mine. That's the bottom side of it. So look at him, man. Feet. And, use your imagination, right? It's goes to either side of your heel and pops your shoe off. It's to jack your boot off. Boot. See, if that boot word wasn't in the middle, it might look bad. If you hear that, that's my wind generator. What are your thoughts on the Brady bun? I was like, wow, and I'm not. it wasn't me. I didn't do it. I might have started the avalanche, but you know, basically, oh wow, thing's hard. This, hit my knee with it. I was trying to slap my leg and hit a bone. But I think 90% of the people that watched them were blocked from chatting or saying anything because they went. You see, they really got a rule where if you went over the line, like the New Mexico Colorado border, if you crossed that line, you were blackballed from chatting there. Hey, David. Who's that other Cooper? There was another Cooper that was gonna. Oh yeah, we're gonna promote your art and do all this, and never hear from him again. I just said, screw this, man. Unfriend, and then don't go telling somebody you're gonna be promoting their stuff and all that, and then just vanish. You know. Tell them, hey, it ain't gonna happen. You know, so I got to look into ways. I'm not a marketing kind of guy. Yeah, I'm not a marketing. I'm good at figuring out Fenn's treasure hunt and what the stuff means. And why is there one star on the back? Here's a star right here. I caught a catch a falling star. My star's black. When you find it, this is totally it's vitrified all over. There's one spot that it looks like whatever original rock it was part of, because it could have been a meteorite hit the Earth, threw this thing up into space. It went around the moon and came back, and then that's how it got all melted and burnt like it is, you know. But there is what I hit? Oh my thing there. You see the light goes through it. It's so it's kind of a dark reddish. So this is a like alien rock, yeah. I could tell it came off of someplace where there was it's similar to some of the other rocks around here. This little piece here, that's I guess the burnt part came off, broke off there, and exposed some of the rock that it came from. But so there's some of that rock in there and crystal in there, but this thing was fried either by a meteor impact or from being thrown out into space and falling back in because of all this. And it seems there was more on it, and it's broken off right here. There's this edge here is sharp and like it's but all the space burnt parts are all smooth and it's shiny, and but this edge here was, I think, broken off after it landed. I found it on my land, right under Mount Blanca, White Mountain. White Mountain, that's ablaze too. I can see Taos Mountain was all, top of it was in snow this evening. And there was a wall of water coming across the valley at me. Yeah, I think that's a meteorite with crystal in it. Or they have a name for rocks that get ejected and fall back onto the earth, you know. But it's light. It's not. And I put it on the metal detector. There's no metal in it. So that's called vitrification when the rock is burnt like that. Oh. Hey, David. What's up? I was telling Sean, we need to have a conversation with David on the show. You know, I'm sure he's got some questions for me. I was wondering how the monkeys do with the hurricane. The monkeys are still there, I'm sure. Do they put the monkeys away when a hurricane's coming? Hey, Jason. Good to see you. They said you were on vacation, but you're doing your weekends, right? I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know. Something happened, and them gypsies, they ran for the hills. Even in a hurricane? Wow. Yeah, do they got is there a camera on Monkey Island? I polish my my boot jack. Did you see this thing here? Yeah. It's double omegas. Omega. Omega. It's double omegas. It's a boot jack. It's like a pancake devil. Yeah, see? Yeah. Those monkeys are mean, you know. They should have a floating house on a chain, so so the water level comes up. They stay on top of the water at least, and they don't go swimming into the bar and ruin all the shot glasses and. Yeah. What was that I saw? Alien something. Because there was some acronym that Linda Moulton Howe used about aliens. Something alien attack. Oh well. But yeah, I got this boot jack finally. Like I said, those things in the book. Look at the last pages of Once Upon a While, and that figure. You're trying to figure out what the hell that is. You know, is it a wolf, a pig, or are there other figures in it? You know, what's the original art piece that's there? Is there a clearer picture of that? And what's the artist say it is? Because it's pretty bizarre. But the guy who he called an omnipotent religious guru was Leo Salazar, who knew where Moses was, where Moses received the Ten Commandments. And the Ten Commandments were blazed into the rock with the finger of God. That's where Moses received the Ten Commandments. Leo said, like some kind of omnipotent religious guru. And then Leo died in 91. So two people keep a secret. Leo knew where Moses was, and Forrest knows where Leo showed Forrest where Moses is. Leo's dead. Forrest knows. I know now. So more than two people know. The only thing found Leo is go for the elevation number. 559, which fits right in my. Yeah, there's. I think the lowest spot in Colorado is like coming north of Santa Fe. The lowest place in Colorado is like 7,000 feet. So, the omegas have to do with mammoths. They're megafauna. Oh, megafauna. They actually had a Colombian rhino. There was a rhinoceros they had here too, in North America. So that'd be even cooler to find a rhino horn in the Rockies. No, I'm not replacing any gypsies. I don't want to be a gypsy. Not anymore. They kind of ruined that. Yeah. So, yeah, I got my boot jack. And nothing else. You know, I don't know. I'm not doing much. I'm not thinking too much today. No, you're the bad. Yeah, I'm not. My uncle actually had a boat named Sea Gypsy Dancer. He sailed from in San Francisco Bay, and he at Pier 39 Marina for 10 years, and then he sailed down to L.A. and sailed to Hawaii, and he didn't go sailing after that. Yeah, it's like some of them alleys in New Orleans, man. It's like it smells like a freaking rotten dumpster, you know. And it's like, come on, New Orleans, get out there with the power wash and clean that smell off, man. There's got to be something they could, you know, pour lemon juice on it or something. Hey, Jason. Yeah, I didn't see anybody else come on at 7 o'clock, so I figured I'd do my Monday Mammoth thing. I already got tired. Got tired of the mask early. I want to put Jack out. And we got the boot jack, Omegas, and Super Omegas. Made of brass Omegas. I don't have brass balls, I got brass Omegas. I had a cop tell me, I didn't know if you robbed a bank or if you had brass balls. Well, I didn't rob a bank. Yeah. And I got a whole bunch of... Oh, is this... You think this is a... I think this is a petrified dinosaur turd. I think this is some kind of paleo crap. Everyone took their ball and went home. They told, man. You see, I didn't, you know, I got pissed off and I didn't just go away, you know, I'm brave. If you're not brave, you don't get the title. I give you title to the gold, he says. He awards the winner. He gives the title out to the one that finds his memories, his trove of memories that are hidden in a forest. I got the teacher on the desk. I got the Model A cowl, and you know, the helicopters, the legs walking, and him flying on a bird, fly fishing, and his totem, the guys holding the tombstones, and the mammoth, the Clovis point in the ribs of the mammoth. That's a 6-foot Clovis point. How are you gonna miss that? You know, he asked me if I found it. Well, yeah, actually, I told him no, I didn't. I bought the one I was showing him, but I actually did find an arrowhead. Only it was too big to take with me. The thing's 6 feet and it's